Not doing anything Fiona tells me to do today. So welcome to our video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching.
Oh, we're already on, are we? Oh,
Yes,
God.
we're already on.
Love the preparation you give me.
And
1, 2, 3, go.
we're now live. So it's a
Morning.
normal Friday, and today we're going to do a super slow, zen, calm walk around, not at high speed, and just have a little wander and see what's in the shop today. So it's a bit of a drizzle out there. Don't know what the weather's doing today.
Yeah, if I suddenly have to make a bolt for it, it's because it suddenly started
Feels
to
like-
tip down and I've got to go and get stuff in.
Yeah, we were very pleased with the video we did with Peter across the road. If you haven't seen that, that's on our feed. That was fun to do, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And also we thought we'd say, you know, if you do have any sort of shop, premises, independent shop on the high street, or anything that you would like us to come and do a video.
Because we are such experts.
Oh yeah. You know. We can point the camera and
We just
ask
do it fast
questions.
because we enjoy doing it, don't we?
It's more fun to ask other people than to do it ourselves, really. So we want to promote Wotton because it is such a pretty little destination in the Cotswold, on the Cotswolds Way, and there are so many unique features here, aren't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Fabulous little place.
So sorry, I'm a bit drunk.
Close.
The gin's
Get
kicking
your own
in.
Space. So the reason it's going to be a very leisurely walk around today is because basically I've got absolutely nothing to tell you or to show you, and we haven't got any people here today. No Nick, no Meg. It's just a very quiet.
I wasn't going to say that because that sounds terribly
We're very forlorn. Got nobody to play with today. And basically it's been a funny week because we closed on Monday, not because I was especially worried about people flaking out in the heat and all going to die, etc., but because I wanted to be out in the sunshine in my bikini, which I did, and it was a fabulous day. I had a great afternoon. So that was really good.
That was our
Loved
one-day heat wave.
Yeah, that was our summer. And then on Tuesday I came in and it was jolly hot, and there were even less people around than there had been the day before. Yes, far fewer. So I gave up and went home at 3 o'clock, and then Wednesday we were closed, and Thursday Barbara was working, so I'm a bit of a lightweight this week. Today's my first day in.
You're living the life of Riley. What's the matter with you?
Ooh, I feel as if I've not done any work at all this week. So the only good thing I can say is that as we speak at the moment, there is an auction going on which I have bids on. So with a bit of luck, I might get lucky with those. So that'll be stuff to show you next week. And I'm off on Sunday on a big old buying trip. So next week, hopefully there will be lots of new things to show you. At the moment, we've done extremely well with the sale. It's still on currently. I haven't called halt yet. We've got lots of spaces, lots of gaps. And we just thought we would cruise around. So if you've seen everything in the shop already, then you could go about your daily business and go and make yourself a coffee and go and have a lie down or something.
For somebody with nothing to say, just go on.
Nothing to say and nothing hugely to show you really. But anyway, shall we start and have a wander?
Right.
I don't know if there's anybody there. Have we got anybody there?
Anybody's here.
I think I saw Corinne Elliott.
Corinne Elliott.
Yes, hello, good morning. Nice to have you join us.
Thank you for being here, everybody. Good morning, Aileen.
Hello, Aileen. How are you doing, my
How
darling?
are you doing?
She's got a lovely new house. She keeps putting pictures up of another room finished. She's only been in it about 6 weeks and she's done it all. It's amazing.
Well done, you.
So, shall we start with my favourite thing in the shop? My most favourite thing. And the thing which I think is probably the most brilliant value for money is this antique Indian table, which is extremely heavy, extremely characterful, and just utterly yummy in my opinion. It's only on for £650. If it was in Tetbury, it would be at least £850. If it was in London, it'd probably be more like £1,300, £1,400, £1,500. And the reason I got it on so cheaply is that it's blocking our meter cupboards door over there, and my landlord has to come in and read the meters once a month, and we have to move it, and it's pigging heavy. So that's why it's on at a really good deal. So If you want to buy yourself something rather gorgeous, then come in and see that. These things are called lingams. I think they're called lingams. I'm never very good at remembering these things.
Are they dragon's eggs?
Sort of like dragon's eggs, yes. They're sort of fertility symbols. They should be up like that, but I'm always worried that they're going to fall off and hurt somebody's foot. So I kind of just leave them on the side like that. But they're from
Thank you, Teresa Henderson saying, morning girls, looking fab as always.
Oh, goodness me. Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for that. Yeah, so they're from the Ganges River, and they were £145 for the pair, and they're reduced to £95 for the pair, so that's a big saving. This thing here is an old flat iron, fantastic doorstop.
That's what you use for your
incredibly
ironing.
heavy. It's actually for something more substantial than the ironing. Nick told me what it was. He looked it up, and as usual, it's gone in one ear and straight out the other. But I just say it's a doorstop because that's easy to remember. We have got these new tin toppers that have come in, a new French chic product. Absolutely fantastic. If you're like me and your tin gets all messed up around the top, this is just a really natty little device. Clip it onto the top of your tin. They're £12.95. Snaps onto your tin, holds the tin lid, safe brush rest, you can rest your brush on it, prevents brush overloading, reduces waste and mess, and ensures easy tin resealing. I mean, what's not to love? So I haven't actually tried one on a tin yet because I've only come in and seen them today, but I will be trying them later, and I think that they're going to be a game changer. Shall we have a little look at these bits and pieces? This is a bronze. I think it's absolutely charming. 3 baby birds, mummy bird with the worm. It's on for 110, which I think is extremely reasonable for a solid bronze, and it's on a little marble plinth, which is really nice. These aren't old, but I love these. These are lizards on a crystal ball. They're £64.95. There's something about a crystal ball, isn't there? You just feel like you want to gaze into it. My orchids are still going really beautifully well. I haven't killed them yet, so that's good. I don't know about the hot weather, but I've just watered them once a week. We've got this lovely, handsome chest of drawers over here. This is one that Nick painted, restored and painted. The wood on the front was so gorgeous. He's left that exposed and just polished it. The handles are original, and they've got a sort of almost a stripe in them with a sort of a black, which kind of picks up the black that he painted on the carcass. The carcass was badly scratched and stained, and so he's made the best of the wood, and you've now got a really lovely, handsome chest of drawers. One of my favourite things in the shop is this lovely lady. She's on for 145. She's really, really heavy, and she's beautifully weathered. She's got a lovely patina on the top. I think she's been out in the garden. She would be equally lovely indoors on a shelf with plants around her, or a table in the corner of a dining room, or orangery, conservatory, something like that. I think she's gorgeous. And also, along the same sort of veins, maybe conservatory, orangery, that sort of thing, a pair of these lovely twisted antique Indian candlesticks with a lovely pattern on them.
So your target market is the 2 people in England with an orangery?
Yes, I have great aspirations that the orangery people, the pair of them, will come and fly into my shop now, especially to see them. This I adore. It's £115, and during the week I personally paid for, out of my own personal money, not the shop money, to buy an antique French rusty French folding table, which is on my patio, and it's gorgeous. And how I've stopped myself from taking this back and putting little white candles in it and having it on my lovely French table, I don't know, but I have so far. But you know, today is yet young, so who knows. This has been around a little while, and I'm surprised that it is, because I love it. £325. If somebody likes it, we could do a little deal, I'm sure. It's got a shelf inside. Just love the stylish diamonds. That's painted using the French chic lazy range. The black is Louvre, this is Funky Dora, and it's just a sort of a stylish piece with its 2 drawers at the bottom.
When you say Louvre and Funky Dora, those are French chic names?
They're French chic names, and they are colours from the lazy range, which means that they have the wax already in them, so they're basically self-priming. self-levelling and self-finishing, so you don't need to wax them or varnish them or anything like that once you've painted, so that's good. We've also got the lovely French armchair here, which is reduced from £4.95 to £3.85. It's been traditionally reupholstered up to the level of the calico, so if somebody wanted to then take it on and put their beautiful stripy fabric or their flamingo fabric on, then that would be the perfect opportunity to do that. Personally, I actually rather like it just as it is, but I would put some braid along here just to hide the staples. So that's been reduced from £4.95 to £3.85, so that's a good saving. Again, you can't really see it, but we've got the beautiful big mirror there. It's a real beauty, that one. That one was £5.50 and that's reduced to £4.40, so a great saving. What about the arrow? I love this arrow. I think it's great. It was made by a local artist and he sort of carved it and then he set fire to the wood and let it char, and then used a wire brush to brush out the gunk in between the sort of, what would you call them, veins of the wood? Grain of the wood. And you get this lovely texture and a really smooth finish, and that's 125, and I just think it's super stylish.
Victoria Edwards is saying, I love that arrow.
Yes, it's a bit special, really gorgeous. Next to it we've got this very old, well, it's a Victorian mirror. It's in a really, really shabby old state, and I could possibly have done things to it, but I decided that I loved it just as it was.
Victoria Edwards is saying morning, by the way.
Oh, good morning. Yes, thank you, my darling. Good morning to you too. That's on for £265, and I just think in a very simple room, in my head I've got sort of wide floorboards, polished wooden floorboards, simple pale grey walls or white walls, and this lovely Victorian mirror over a fireplace. I don't know whose house that is, but if it's yours, then you might like to have that mirror. Still got lots of lovely things like treen. You know what I'm like about treen. So for example, we've got this really divine...
Sounds like a Wordle word.
A Wordle word, what?
Treen.
Yeah, this is on for 125. It's ancient and it's very strange. If I hold this and if I hold it to my chest cavity, I'm not kidding, it does something to your heart centre. It's very strange. I noticed it as soon as I picked it up at an auction house. It's just so old. It's beautiful, and I just think that on somebody's kitchen table filled with lemons and limes and fruits or even vegetables would be super. Also got some of these lovely little antique wooden Indian spoons. The labels come off, but I think from memory they were £4.25 each, and they're just characterful and pretty, and again little bits of treen. So,
Treen being wooden carved objects.
yes, householdy wooden objects. Anybody with the name beginning with N?
Nick.
This, yes,
Nick.
This is on for £35. In truth, it should be on the wall. I haven't fixed it onto the wall. It's on the floor and I keep kicking it over. So if anybody's got the name beginning with N and they want it, they can come in and they can have it. There we go, there's today's little special offer. Not even a reduction, they can have it for free. So your name must begin with N. So if we pop round here, this really rather lovely mirror, this one was on for £3.85. That's reduced to £308. Slightly weird figure, I know, but £308 for a lovely decorative mirror. And if you saw the little post that I put on, one of my lovely customers had a gold mirror that she painted in creme de la creme, and then using the 2-wax method that I showed on a post a few weeks ago, she transformed her mirror. And this one, if people think this is a bit too bright with its gold and its black and they wanted to subdue it down, that would look absolutely amazing. So look how much space there is down here. I mean, this is positively empty by our standards. Just want to wander. This is a big reduction. This amazing statue, I have to say, he is a bit gorgeous. It's a shame that he's got bits of him missing, but apparently that's what they used to do to the Victorian things. They would chop off the penises or peni. Can you have peni? I don't know. And they'd put them in a drawer in the museum. So he's missing that bit, which is a shame, but I can't show you. He's got the most amazing backside. He was on for 1295. He's reduced to 850, and it's a real statement piece. I know I have ideas of grandeur, but you know, a gentleman's dressing room or a bathroom or something with lots of grey marble or something, I think he'd just look amazing. Still got this, which I'm surprised about, 125. Cute little cabinet, comes in 2 pieces, would look superb painted, and would be great as a drinks cabinet actually. The shelves are adjustable.
I like that.
It's lovely, isn't it? And if you put some little LED lights at the back of it, you could transform that. It would be amazing.
It's nice as it is though.
It is, it's cute. This Queen Elizabeth picture, she's so big and she's been here a while and I've almost forgotten that she exists. I don't know why, because she's pretty exotic. She was on for 650 and she is now down to 475. So if you have a really big room somewhere and maybe something that's got walls that are painted in dark green or very, very dark grey or black, I think she would look fabulous at the end of the corridor with some light shining on her, and she would just pop out. She's just quite primitive, but the colours are just wonderful. Then we've got this cockerel. This was on for 149.95. It's actually an archival quality ink and paper giclée print, so it's very high quality print, and that's reduced from 149.95 to 115. So if you like cockerels, then you might quite like that one. This card cutout we call a Sexy Susie in the shop. She's 89.95, solid steel, just a bit of fun. If somebody liked her, I'm sure we could do a little deal on that one for you. Chairs. Now then, these 2 gorgeous French chairs, extremely well upholstered, really lovely neutral fabric, lovely sort of limed wood frames, and they are 134.95 each, which is an excellent deal, or the 2 for 240. They're absolutely amazing. I'm amazed they haven't gone actually. They should be in somebody's hallway or in a spare bedroom. Just nice looking quality chairs. Am I rambling?
No, you're doing good.
Am I going quite slowly today?
Yes.
Weird. I feel like I've been drugged. How about these lovely pair of, are these artichokes or acorns?
Cones.
Cones rather than artichokes? I don't know, not sure. But anyway, I love them. They're quite heavy and they're on for 84.95 for the pair. Some nice lamps here. These lamps, this is 149.95 including the shade, and this is solid wood. And the reason I buy these is that if you wanted to use a tester pot of paint from the Friend Sheet range, you could transform that to match the colour of your decor if for whatever reason that type of wood didn't work.
Go with anything though, wouldn't it?
It would, it's so neutral. And I know everybody that watches this regularly knows how much I sing the praises of the boys who sew, who made this fantastic curtain. It's just one of those curtains you just want to feel. It's so sumptuous, you know, you feel like you want to wear it. It's absolutely gorgeous. The quality is outstanding. And this was just a very lovely neutral linen. I said I wanted worms on it. There's got a special name, but I can't remember what it's called. I always call them worms. And I wanted the lining to be flopped over and made into a nice deep heading.
Pete Eastwood is saying hello ladies.
Ah, well look Pete, just so that you know how much we love you and promote you. So anybody who's wanting any soft furnishings done, curtains, bed heads, help me out Pete, they do everything basically. Do people still have poo-face? I don't know, but yes, cushions, any soft furnishings, but most especially the most beautiful curtains, and they're uber professional, very well priced, and just very helpful.
Where are
guys.
they based?
They're based in Berkeley, which is just down the road from Wotton-under-edge, and you can look them up on Instagram or Facebook, and they are the boys who sew. Right, this came in last week, hasn't gone yet. I'm surprised. Bit of dust on there.
So Peter's saying bullion trim.
Bullion trim,
not worms.
That's right, bullion trim. I should better remember that. Bullion, it's like gold, isn't it? I should better remember that one. Yes, little mirror fronted. This could be a side console table, or it could be a dressing table. 2 drawers which are pretty hidden in there. A couple of little minor scratches on the top, which you would expect. It is second hand, but it's in really good condition other than that. It's on for 145. The French looking sort of display cabinet. I say French looking because we've done it in a really shabby chic sort of style, which always reminds me of France. And we've put the stencil on there just to lift it a little bit. The shelves are adjustable, and I think it's great. I think it'd be lovely in a kitchen, or it could be in a dining room, and that's on for 285. So it's again very reasonably priced. It has a working key, both cabinets lock, and both the keys are there with it as well. We can arrange local delivery or even further afield if needs be, at a quote. This gorgeous, traditionally upholstered purple chair. Look at the colour of that, just absolutely divine. That's 485, and it's reduced to 385 currently in the sale. The sale is still on. You have to look for the coloured labels or the buff labels with red writing on, because we run out of coloured labels. And I don't know how long the sale will last. It'll be one of those things that I'll just suddenly decide that it's finished and it's over. So get in here quick while you can. This multi-chest of drawers, this isn't in the sale. This is relatively new in. This is on for 315. Really nice little chest of drawers, that one. Very useful. So we've got the Gladiator down here, Mr. Gladiator. He's reduced from 325 to 195. He's quite nice. He's pretty stylish. Can't beat a bit of a Gladiator, can you? What else, Ginge? What else? This I think is rather nice. This is on for $35.95. Fairly primitive, but again, she'd look very nice on a kitchen windowsill with some greenery around her. And for the price, she would give you the effect that you want for not too much money. Reductions here, this is a really big saving. This lovely ochre footstool, and if you don't know how much ochre footstools are, go online and check them out. They are so expensive. We had it on for $485, which was relatively cheap, and it's now reduced to $260. I really am needing the space because I've got a lot of stuff at home coming through. So that's a really good deal. It's in great condition. They're great. They're comfortable, and you can put your tea tray on, and you've still got room for your magazines. This little table, which I refer to as the Chinese table, I don't know why, it just kind of gives me that sort of styling feeling, was $255. It's now to $135. We have things like this dotted around the shop. These are Indian. They're corbels. They're just a big old chunk of beautiful carved wood with old paint on them, which gives this lovely patina. And that one is $35.95. And they look great with a big old chunky church candle on them. And I have them on my coffee table, and I just let the wax just drip down and go over the wood. It's a really stylish looking adornment to your coffee table. Oh goodness me, what else? How about this little French chair? Love this. This was an old chair that would go in a beautiful period home, in a hallway possibly, and it needed to be repaired, and the repairs meant that they were visible, which spoilt the look of the chair. So we've painted it and just done it in the really sort of French shabby chic style.
I love that finish.
It's nice, isn't it? This is a style that I would teach in my workshops when I was doing them.
Could be bothered to do them.
Well, it's not being bothered, it's the space really and the time. But if anybody wants to know how to do this sort of French styly painting, I call it the French chippy style, then by all means give me a shout, and I'm always happy to share any knowledge I have. That's on for 145, and actually now just somewhere in a hallway or bedroom with an old teddy on looks really good. One thing I have to correct. This was sold to me as a doorstop, and they said you put sand in it, and then somebody came and said, no, it's a watering can. It has a little spout there for its mouth, and you use it to water things with. Why they would have sold it to me as a doorstop, and why I believed that, I don't know. I thought it was a bit bizarre. I thought, well, what if you haven't got any sand? I thought, oh well, pebbles or something. But actually, it's a sheep watering can, quite a little character, and he's on for $22.95. The lovely blue dresser, which we painted in one of the limited edition colours, Dive In from the Alfresco range, that's still available. love the colour of it, just very simple. It's on for £265, but if somebody wanted to sort of funk it up or to make it look aged, then you could use the browning wax mixed with grey wax to give it a much older sort of feel, which is possibly what I would do if I was having it in my house, because that's the sort of stylish stuff that I have. But I left it like this in a very smooth contemporary finish for the people who might have a more modern property but who would still like to have an old-fashioned style dresser. Then we've got these pot climbers. This one is the largest one. This is $19.95. They can just go in your pots indoors or outdoors, or they can just be stuck into the garden if you've got something like, is it a gardenia that trails? You don't know, do
I
you?
don't know. Nothing.
No good asking you. And the medium ones, these are $19.95, so they're all the big ones actually, and then the small ones, they're $15.95.
Be a nice gift.
Yeah, lovely. Always useful. Things like that for the garden are always useful.
Christmas presents.
Then, oh, don't mention that word. My God, only July. A pair of these lovely chairs. These are on for £65 each. I think they're just super stylish. I love the fabric on them. They haven't gone yet, don't know why. They're a good price, they're sturdy, and they're very lovely. So they should be going. I don't know why they haven't. The big mirror over here, we've shown people this one before. It was $395, it's now reduced to $316. We've got things hidden behind there at the moment. We've cleared this space for painting. I'm just waiting for Nick to be available next week and we'll start the next project. I'm happy to say that we sold the wardrobe yesterday, so that's going to its new home next week. I'll be sorry to see it go. I really liked the way that one painted up. This is new in this week. This is something new to show you. It's on for $185, which is a mega good price. The key works. The shelves are at a fixed height. You could use it as a bookcase, but it's a great display cabinet. Or you could have it on your landing and you could have all your towels and sheets and things all nicely folded up if you're that sort of person. I can't say that my airing cupboard is that neat and tidy.
But it is.
It's not bad. I have to say it's not bad. But this is part of a bistro set. I nicked the 2 chairs and took those home as a temporary measure for my new gorgeous French table. But if somebody wanted to just have a table on its own, then I'd be willing to do a deal on that. But if they want the chairs to go with it, they're at my house, but I'd happily bring them back up. I think it was on for $245 for the set. So it's very flexible. I can sell the chairs on their own or the table, and I would do a deal on it in any case. This little Victorian washstand was $45, it's now reduced to $39.95. Got a little drawer in it. It'd be very pretty to have in a bathroom. It's level, it's not wobbly, it's my floors. And we've got the lovely purple aubergine wardrobe still. That one is on for $275. Excellent deal for something that's a little bit sort of unusual. And this top lifts up and you can store things up in the top there as well. And if you have a room and you don't have a lot of space, obviously that just fits nicely into the corner. This little thing we have shown you before, just quickly show you this one again.
I love that.
You always say that. You
I
like
love
this one.
that.
You should have this one, Ginger.
I love it.
You should have it. It's £115, good solid deep drawer, nicely painted, bit of detail on it, nice solid top. It's a really nice unit. And then just so that people know what good reduction this is, I need the space. So this lovely Regency period table and the 6 chairs is reduced from $475 to $275. $275 for a beautiful mahogany table with 2 drawers, one at each end. The flaps go down, so if you've got limited space.
Pedestal.
Painted pedestal with a beautiful big lion paw feet and 6 painted matching chairs. $275. Honestly, that's just giving it away. So I've even done pink candles in the candelabra look to pick up the little bit of pink in the lovely old-fashioned looking fabric on the chair seats. So it's got to go. So if somebody's interested in a lovely table with a beautiful mahogany top, they need to come in and see me. Shall we show people this mirror? This is, it's made from a resin, a heavy-duty resin. It reminds me a little bit of Snow White type sort of snow scenario, I don't know why. But it's to go in the garden, and it's been made to look like it's sort of seriously weathered already. And it's just quite a nice statement feature piece, isn't it? Should we go and have a quick look outside? I'm aware that we're using up people's time, and I'm sorry about that, everybody. One other reduction here quickly. The mannequin, the lovely mannequin, which was reduced from 184.95 to 145. And I've reduced my star, my beautiful star that nobody else seems to love. It's me, and I love it the most. And it's on for 149.95, reduced to 125. It's a big galvanised metal, lovely patina star that would look fantastic indoors or equally gorgeous outside on a wall somewhere. Let's go on out and have a little look. Not raining yet, that's good. We've got the chair steps here, these are great. This is 105 and it just simply lifts over like that and you turn it around like that and you've got some really, really sturdy little steps. They come in unfinished teak, restainable, not reusable, what's the word? Where it's treatable? No, where it's they keep growing it. What's that called? Sustainable?
Oh yeah.
Yes, something like that. Weird words have all got muddled. But anyway, that's what it is. And if you wanted to paint it using a French sheet paint, that would paint up beautifully, so you could customise it. This little table's on for 95. There's a drawer, and we're including a 250 tin of the French sheet paint, 9.95 into it. Hello there. How are you? You all right? We're just doing a little video, live video. So you're speaking to the world at the moment, Mrs. Hodnott.
I'll leave this here.
What is it?
It's just a little thank you.
Oh, bless you. You didn't need to do that.
I'd like to, but for goodness sake, don't get me on that thing.
Oh my
It's
goodness,
a
did you
homemade
make that?
Lapidary.
Oh, bless you.
Mine first.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm so grateful.
Don't
That's
get
so
me on
kind.
that.
Thank you ever so much.
Okay.
Oh, oh. I gave her a lift back up from the garden centre the other day. She was holding a big heavy plant. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, good down. That's gorgeous. So we've got one of these. It's an armillary. I can only ever remember that name by thinking of an amaryllis. That's on for £54.95. The beautiful Glastonbury chair that Nick was waxing last week. That was £210, it's now £185. That's a lovely chair. That would look nice in one of my orangery visions, wouldn't it? The love sign, that's still available at the moment. It's on for £125. I will let it go for £95, but I don't know how long for. Usual bits and pieces here. This is lovely. This is a mackerel, what would you call that? A doorstop, big mackerel doorstop. It's on for £38.95. It's got the head of the mackerel on one side and the tail on the other. I think that's a bit of fun. If you don't want mackerels on it, but you like the colour scheme, then £32.95 for that big old block of wood. Who's into Volkswagen camper vans? I think this one is super. It's got a lovely rusty patina on it. £54.95. These two gorgeous heads, I fell in love with these when I saw them. They were 315 each, and now they're reduced to £190 each. So a really big saving. They may be not everybody's cup of tea, but I just love them. They're old, and just try and find some more. Have you got a pain in your leg, or are you just kicking me to say hurry up? Hurry up, yeah? Okay, so, usual bits and pieces. Garden stuff now is getting low. If you still want some garden stuff and you've been thinking about getting and you haven't quite decided, come and get them soon, because otherwise they'll be gone. Love the little marble topped, what do you call these, stakes that you just put into the flower bed and they catch the sun and
Lovely
they look
presents.
gorgeous. Yeah, lovely presents. That's £14.95 each. And we've got the stars, which you can hang up and have little fairy lights around, and they look lovely too. So, lots of reductions. You need to just come in and have a look at things. So, example, these things, which are hugely expensive normally, these lovely stylised pots, they are reduced from 205 each, I know, each, but they're just lovely, to 295 for the pair. And once you've bought them, and they just look so elegant. So, that's it. I can shut up now if you like.
Good.
Yes, I thought you'd say that. One last thing, in the window here, this lovely, I don't know what you're going to call it. I'm going to call it sofa. I can't think what word it would be. 279. It's in pretty good condition. I think it could do with being reupholstered, and it would look amazing if somebody wanted to paint the wood. So yeah, that's in the window and rather lovely. Hiya! It's Pete looking at us over the room where we did our letterpress interview thing last week. So that's it. So I'm sorry everybody, that was a bit dull and boring.
It was fantastic.
I felt like I was talking
You're
slower
amazing
today.
and clever
Oh,
and talented
yes.
and beautiful.
Of course. Mummy eyes. So next week with the auction and going shopping on Sunday, we should have lots of nice new bits to show you.
So as
Lovely. I'm
usual,
so touched by that. That's just lovely. That's just great.
if everyone would be kind enough to share this video, that would help Fifi out loads.
Yes.
And thanks for joining, thanks for being here, thanks for watching,
And
see you next week.
same
Thank you very
time
much.
if we're spared.
Ciao.
Bye.